Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where, in this part of the world we can't currently see, somewhere, the Mongol horde has arrived. Thankfully, our possessions up here in Russia are hopefully going to be safe, because if they do decide to head north, they're going to have to do it by heading through Turkey and through Poland first, so Poland will suffer even worse than we're going to. So if we're very, very lucky indeed, we may just be able to avoid the worst of it. But today, our first priority is to track the bastards down. We have this guy here, a spy, who's actually got a special black stallion horse that lets him actually kind of, you know, get around a bit faster. So hopefully, he'll be able to track the bastards down. And also, when you hover over a city, you can always see, if you don't have eyes on it, whether it's currently under siege or not. And also, if you just kind of right mouse over something, then as a result, you can see who it belongs to. So if a settlement suddenly goes from being owned by one faction to rebel, that means the Mongols have gone through and sacked the place, which is what they like doing. They're just like going through, sacking the place and moving straight on. They don't really settle so much. They just go around and destroy everything and get very, very, very bloody rich. So, yeah, we need to track them down as quickly as possible. Luckily, we've managed to take Acre off the Egyptians. And that's really, really good because at this point, the Egyptians have... What have you guys got left? You guys have got... You don't own Jeddah. You don't own Edessa. That's Turkish. You don't own any of this. Yeah, I think the Egyptians are now down to 2 settlements. Damascus, yeah, their capital. And right now just a large town. And Aleppo, an actual castle. If we took out that castle, they'd have no ability to actually train military units anymore. They'd just have to rely on the militia troops from Damascus. But... honestly, probably the best thing I can do right now is look at Damascus as my next priority. Head over to Damascus, and once we've knocked over Damascus, we might want to convert it into a castle. Because Damascus probably isn't really that rich. I mean, sure, it's got some nice sugar here, but really, like, if you want one thing to be rich around here, it's probably going to be Antioch. If I wanted to make one city, though, ooh... trying to take Antioch would be really, really ballsy at this moment in time when they're flipping hordes coming in saying, yeah, you know what? A city right in their logical, likely path that we're going to actually make into a city without bothering with this whole, you know, castle thing. If, in theory, I took over Adana, turned it into a castle, which could also be a barrier against the Turks, took over Aleppo, kept that as a castle, turned Damascus into a castle, and basically just formed a ring of castles to defend Antioch, and then basically also just kept Jerusalem as a trading city. It's possible it could work. It could work. It's not perfect, but it at least might work, damn it. Speaking of Acre, yeah, it's going to be a few turns before we can train anything there, unfortunately. So these troops are just stuck here for the time being. Train a chapel, and then maybe the next thing I can do after that is probably start investing in Levatana and start getting that infrastructure up. 6,000 people live here right now. If I can get that up to 9,000, I can upgrade this thing to a citadel. But that's going to take a while because around the population's static. So I'd need to get someone with high, I was about to say charisma, but no, chivalry there in order to make that grow. Steve Stanger, we might just have a flipping job for you. Possibly. If you'd actually decide to leave Alexandria at this point, I'm guessing the happiness collapses. Hang on, let's just try that. Actually... that's, oh dear, 70% plus 1 growth. But that's partly a result of low, yeah, an actual low thing in terms of the garrison. If I just bring more garrison around here, okay, that actually sort of works. Not perfectly, but it does. Steve Stenger, I think it's time for you to head over here to Acre and get that place growing as quickly as bloody possible. Gaza's already grown, but the population's... oh, the population there, 7,600. Okay. Having Acre as a citadel would be great. I think Steve Stenger just needs to basically travel around, converting everything that he can into, you know, so just one more move over here. Yeah, Cairo's okay for the time being. Alexandria is calm enough for the time being. Steve Stenger starts moving around. He just starts basically as quickly as possible making every city grow. So he just wanders around here growing cities quickly thanks to his bloody 10 out of 10 chivalry. So that's basically, yeah, plus 5% growth rate to any city or castle he's standing in. That will be very, very helpful indeed. So you, do we already have someone in here by the way? Yeah, we've already got someone in here, so you should probably separate out from this army. You head over to Alexandria quick as you like, please. And you just head over here to... Actually, you may as well head over to Alexandria too. Sure, why not? So nothing more we can do with Acre or anything down there, to be honest. Acre's already up to 24% Catholic, but it's fine for the time being. Damascus is already, I believe, mostly converted, in fact. Jerusalem's 81% Catholic. Damascus is 58% Catholic. Spot on. So that's ready to basically come over to us whenever I would like as well. Damascus is indeed a good logical next target, but let's not go crazy here. Yeah, there's nothing much floating around in Jerusalem right now. Just King Charles the Crusader living in Jerusalem. That's a very appropriate place for someone called the Crusader. Though actually, I'd kind of be curious to see what's going on with 45% heresy over on Nicosia. Yeah, thanks to the fact that a heretic's up there and no one's dealing with him. Spot on. Right. So. Next up, yeah. Securing this area. A lot of money is going to want to be spent in this area right now, securing it. Basically, just preparing for the arrival of the storm, which is very likely coming very, very soon indeed. And we can fund that by doing some ransacking in this part of the world. Because, yeah, pretty quickly, I think we need to be ready to move everything we've got. Yeah, we've got a ballista coming in over at Moscow. Anything else we want to do around there? No, we've already got more troops coming in. That's fine. And our spies are already heading out. Now, we've actually got a... We've got a decent amount of money right now. What to spend it on? What can we actually spend it on? I believe, actually, Antwerp, you should have a warehouse. That's worth so much money. You should totally have that right now. That's fine. Mercenary Spearmen at Metz can be retrained. Abso-flipping-lutely, and we should probably get that up to a stone castle next turn if we can. Magdeburg, not ready to be a fortress yet, unfortunately. There's a leather tanner there. What have we got here? Stettin could probably do with some upgrades, but we're okay for the time being. Just a basic bow. Magdeburg, I think, will always be... Magdeburg has now a good practice range and a drill square. I don't think it really needs anything else. I think it's okay for the time being. Could go for a blacksmith. Blacksmith might be alright, but for the moment... Stettin could probably go for... Does it need bows? Yeah, being able to train basic bow troops over at Stettin would not be the worst thing in the world. Actually, Thorn probably needs more attention, to be perfectly honest. Actually, ooh... Thorn's not really got much to do. Thorn can have an arch range, but crossbowmen, I almost just prefer Norse archers overwhelmingly anyway, especially when I know what might one day be coming. Yeah, let's just get some communal farming going on. Let's just invest in a bit of infrastructure there. You're just chilling out here, surrounded by large Polish armies. God only knows what they're doing. You know what? If they want to keep coming, they can keep coming. Because if they just crowd around here, they're just leaving these cities completely bloody unguarded. What else have we got? Yeah, you've got you down there, but the Hungarians aren't interested in talking about an alliance right now. We've got you over here. That's a Polish diplomat. I'd love to just make... Actually, no, I don't want to make peace with them just now. I'm very close to taking 3 settlements off them in a single turn. Let's see if we can do that over the next turn or two, while we're also searching for those guys. Yeah, if we take those settlements, then a little bit of sacking will pay for a lot of good upgrades down in the Middle East in preparation for the war that might be coming in that direction. Yeah, that'll do. Though I'd still love to get my hands on bloody Vilnius. I'd love to get Vilnius. It bothers me that we don't have Vilnius. It makes my empire feel incomplete, like there's a big missing chunk out of it. In fact, actually, if the force at Moscow is about to go and take Ryazan, could I pull... Ryazan, did you by any chance have... No, you don't have the ability to train that equipment, unfortunately. So Vilnius, I think, will actually stay out of our hands because we can't actually train the siege equipment. We need to actually break in through the front door, tragically. Now, time to see what else happens in the rest of the world. Now we've pretty much spent all of our money. End this turn. Now, the English. What are you planning to do now? No, that's not the English. So this is the French turn. You just turned because the French did something. Possibly a diplomat came up to you. French force comes over here, puts this thing back under siege. Now, I don't know how good this army is, but is it potentially better than the one that you've seen before? There's another big force. Actually, that force down there that just popped out of that fortress, that's the same force that got kicked out before. You've backed off over here. Yeah, this feels like this is going to be Milan and Venice all over again. These guys are going to throw away some armies trying to take this fortress. They kind of wasted their best opportunity previously. Now, there's a good number of English forces present. I know I've said that, I've probably jinxed it, and the French will actually kick the English out. But if the English survive this battle, and they can do good damage to the French on this occasion, then the English should be pretty darn secure in their fortress for the time being. And no chance of peace between England and France anytime soon. They clearly hate each other. There's a lot of war going on. They're stuck at war for a long time. And that works for me, so I'll keep the French attention off Bruges. And equally importantly, actually, it keeps the French attention away from... What happened to the... Ooh. Hello? Wait, what? Moscow? What's going on? What just happened over there? Something weird was going on in Moscow there. Yeah, it keeps the attention off Genoa, because of course we do have a land border with Marseille. So for as long as, yeah, they're focused on the English in the north, they're not massing troops in Marseille to potentially move against Genoa, which I was worried. Oh, hang on! Someone's on flipping Bern again. Who's attacking Bern this time? It is, I can't see. I can't see who it is. It's quite possibly the French. Might well be the French, in fact. We've got more Imperials coming in. Oh, the Imperial counterattack. Do you dare? You daring to actually do this? Or no, you're just going to stand there. Right, doesn't quite dare yet. The Imperial army, it must be said, is looking a little bit overstretched at the minute. The Hungarians, I feel like, have got the numbers to potentially have this, if we're lucky. Oh yeah, the Papal army is still floating around too. Please attack Milan. Please attack Milan. I'd be so happy. Actually, I'm pretty sure they can, because I'm pretty sure the first Pope died during a siege of Milan, which he failed to actually do. Oh, no, I should have said floated by the Papal States. In comes the battle. And no. Tragically, the Pope did offer to give battle there and actually suffered for it. Milan did very well. If only I'd been... Actually, I probably would have lost too. I might well have lost as well. It's probably better I didn't. Right, it's either Milan or... Oh, oh dear. Oh, the Byzantines looking to make some gains. Oh, it's not good time to be Turkey. The Byzantines are on the attack. We haven't really been hearing much of them. They've just been kind of, you know, sitting back in the defensive and slowly losing to Venice. But no, over on their flipping eastern front, they actually want to make some gains. Right, well, this is very, very interesting. Now, some Russians. They've still got some strength, just not much. So we just need to keep an eye on them. Taking out some rebels, lovely. Floating over in even more in the middle of nowhere. Russian guy floating over here. Egyptian troops falling back to Damascus, just trying to reinforce that. Not too surprising. I'd be, yeah, expecting to see the same thing for the other guy. He's falling back to either Damascus or Aleppo. They're pretty confident Damascus is the next target. They're completely right. England! What are you going to do? They decide to sally forth and do indeed kick out the French. Lovely. So I feel like that fortress is pretty much... Ooh, going on the attack, are we? Oh, please tell me England can take Paris. That'd be hilarious if so. I wonder what the Pope's view on this is. I can't remember who actually... No, neither of them started this war, because I started the war. Technically, England's the aggressor, because I attacked, with the help of the English, the French. So the English are the aggressors in that war, in the French-English war, but really it was started by me. So, wasn't really either of their fault, to be honest, but it's got really nasty in the meantime. More flipping Polish troops just attacking this bloody bridge here. Yet more... Oh, bloody hell. The entire Polish army is just hanging out outside this bridge. I think they really, really want Thorn, but they can't get to it. And they're not daring to attack me when it's a bridge battle. Now, this is perfect because all their money is going into maintaining these massive armies. They're now just sitting in the middle of flipping nowhere. And while they're doing that, I'm just going to take out their actual economic heartlands over in the west. Oh, dear. Oh, the Hungarian army's run into trouble. Couldn't actually... Oh, but in come the reinforcements. And they managed to win, but it looks like a Pyrrhic victory from how full the banner is. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't push forward. I'd fall back and regroup, Hungary. I'm not sure you've got the strength to push forward any further, unless that's a really bloody elite force. But the Imperials are looking really, really battered at this point. This has been a great little fight. And for the first time, we can see there actually, yes, we have got, next to the Papal State, a new faction shown up. It is the Mongols. And there we go. You just wander around there. Please don't attack me or in any way do things to murder me. Now, interestingly, the Mongol turned past really quickly there. So, okay, possibly they must have moved. I'm not sure, like, whether it's really fast. Like, I thought it, like, when armies are moving, like, big full-stack armies, it would have taken a little bit of time to calculate where they wanted to move and whatever. But possibly not. Right. First things first, stay focused on the important stuff here, which is this spy just needs to keep heading in this direction as quickly as possible. No cities have been taken yet. No cities are under siege yet. So wherever they are, things are under control, at least for the minute. Most advanced is... Yay, we're back to being most advanced. Nice. Large town. Riga, ready to be a city. Oh, go on then. Why flipping not? Faction announcements. Nothing too major there, to be honest. A witch hunter. Lardy flipping da, my good man. That's a cool thing to have with you. You might be the next pope, potentially. Now, we've also got ourselves more flipping Turkish merchants. Ooh, you're actually alright. You're concerningly alright. Okay. But actually, most of my good merchants have either died or moved on. These are actually newer guys I'm training at the minute. This is the best guy I've got around here, and he's only 6 out of 10. Give it a go. Okay, good. Able to take him on. That's actually good for him. So that's actually got us a little bit of money. Not much, but it'll do. So you're up to bean counter. Probably best to move you up. That's only worth 64, though. Yeah, probably best just keep you down here. I think I've already got one good guy who's decent up there. There's an 8 out of 10 Byzantine merchant there. You're 9 out of 10, though. You should be safe from him, but you can't really take him out, unfortunately. Though if the Byzantines send any more merchants in this direction, we will head in that direction. Fine. What can we see here? So this Byzantine army is... Oh, that's good. Byzantine infantry is really, really damn solid. Okay, that's a good, solid army there. But Saracen militia is not up to that standard. Ooh, they could have this. They could have this. And this is the flipping Turkish capital. Blimey. Okay, well, how are you actually doing over here, by the way? You've got... Yeah, the Venetian... Ooh! They took it back. Okay. Right, so... This is intriguing. So the Venetians took Corinth and still hold it. They took D'Urso, and at this point, the Byzantines took it back, which is fascinating. Thessalonica was never threatened. Okay, Sofia still belongs to Venetians, fine. And Constantinople is okay. So, actually, Byzantine's doing alright at the minute. Actually doing okay. Probably the Venetians kind of lost a little bit while they were being distracted by the forces of Milan up here. Now, I could go and attack this force over here. It's a big force. There are some reinforcements from the Pope there. Alternatively, I could... Oh, if only I had siege equipment ready. This would have been the perfect time to launch an attack on Milan. Oh, gosh darn it. By any chance, am I allowed to build catapults? Okay. I'm going to build double catapult right here. Because if they're stupid enough to basically chase down the Papal army, I might have a chance over here. I might be able to get in, take out Milan, finish off those bastards once and for all. I can't see what's going on over here, however. What do I have that could go and have a look-see at that? I've got an assassin, but it's not great. You're the factionist. You're only 7% chance to kill. That's not going to work. If I attacked him here, these guys are... It's not a great army, and this is a pretty good army. Actually, there's a lot of crossbow militia and a lot of standards. The actual core battle line is... Well, it's still... the Italian spear militia is pretty good, yeah. I can't go in with this and take on that. I just need to hide here for the time being. And if we're very lucky, those... Yeah, thanks to the paved roads, those catapults might be able to make it to Milan next turn. If they can, and these guys are stupid enough to be chasing the Papal army, we can knock them out. We'll need to see about that. That could be really, really good if I can pull that off. Right, Pez Antwerp is now getting warehouses. That's really good. Bruges finally has a flipping port and probably ought to get itself a church just so the Pope doesn't get unhappy with this whole situation. I've got a spy over here that can actually... Well, I can't really get into the English fortress, but never mind. Where's my other spy? Oh, my other spy... No, this was the spy I brought north. Yeah, I've actually got a spy right here who's actually a better spy anyway. So, where else could you go to keep an eye on things? Send them down here to Paris. Paris is a 50-50 shot. We can actually, I think we need to train these guys up. I know it's a bit risky, but we need to get these guys better. So, get in there, please. And, come on. Infiltrate Paris. That's right. Bring a guard into a back alley, please. And just go and take him out. Let's hear that noise. That's the noise I wanted. I think, well, actually, you can still be bad. Nope, we got him in. Good. Right. That's you in, and probably you are now much, much better than you were, which means your vision range has gone up. So you are now an adept agent and inconspicuous. Good. So we've now got ourselves a quality 4 spy in there. Spot on. And you over here, you should probably get inside this here castle. Just sneak in there. You should be able to do that nice and easily. Yes, indeed you can. And that also gets you inconspicuous as well. So you are now... Yeah, you're up to You had a bard with him. Apparently he managed to sneak a bard in under that bush as well. Marvellous. So this place is a little bit damaged. During the assault it was damaged. So the armourer's damaged, as is the fortress. And that's really bad because the fortress is what produces a lot of the troops, damn it. So he needs to repair those sooner rather than later. But at this point, the garrison involves... Look at that. Blimey. So 4 dismounted feudal lines, including 1 with experience. Extremely well-experienced billmen, and a load of archers, including mercenary crossmen times 3. That's pretty much untakeable at this point. There is no chance. Actually, this is a really bad position. I'm going to get my guys straight back out of there, because that's a really bad position. Yeah, that's a much better position. That's a way better position, so I can see what's actually bloody going on. Yeah, there's a decent army here, but it's just crappy troops. Actually, this has kind of turned itself around. At this point, the English have a chance of just basically walking over, and there's not much in Paris. If they could just get a few more troops over from London, they could walk into Paris and take it over, and that'd be beautiful. Speaking of which, let's go and have a chat to the English right now. I can't even offer them the alliance, unfortunately, because I'm at war with Milan. Our relations are so-so. They're okay for the time being. So if I can just make peace, or, no. If I knock out Milan, England will totally come crawling back. No, Milan, they've got literally no allies. Alright, and we share some enemies. England will come crawling back to me and probably pay for the privilege of crawling back to me, but I need to kill Milan once and for all to make it happen. Right, Genoa, we're going to need some more troops here. Let's just get some more flipping... Yeah, some more flipping crossbowmen. That'll do the job, at least for the time being. Now, get these troops into some nice hidden positions down here. You, into that forest. Hopefully, you're hidden there. You, over here, you need to be... Okay, I need to not attack right now. I cannot attack this turn, but it looks like I would be allowed to. Yeah, I can easily make it to that this turn. That's fine. So that's fine as well. So I can just stay hidden where I am. Meanwhile, over to here. You're not very good. So, Bolslaw the Merciless. I think this one's up to you again. We just need to bring you with all these things. Oh, that's going to take... That is going to take some time. By any chance, do you have a movement range thing? You've got... No, you're going to have nothing that increases movement range. It might actually take, irritatingly, 3 turns to get this to... No, he can just make it. He can just make it. No, stop. Fine, whatever. Basically, take everything we've got over to here, if you'd be so kind. Because obviously these troops need retraining anyway. Right, in we go. And prepare to move forward. Moscow with that guy. And, oh, Moscow's ready to be upgraded. You know what? Why? I was about to say why not, but the question is also why. Probably, I'd say that money's actually better spent on Metz. Let's get Metz up to a castle as soon as possible. Moscow can just wait for the time being. Yeah, Moscow's happy enough. Normal tax rate. Let's just put them down to low tax rate, get them growing a bit faster. You head over here. My spy up here needs to go and find the Russian town, wherever the bloody... It must be in this direction. There it is! We found it! Okay. So what the Russians have left is... we found the Grand Duke. Lovely. Being guarded by some Druzina. I probably just completely mispronounced that. I apologise if you're Russian. So, that's their capital. And their one remaining thing. So basically, I just keep a spy squatted outside that because I can't be bothered to go and deal with it right now. Alright, it's just not worth the trouble. Though actually, now I know that... Well, actually, until I've confirmed the Mongols are heading south, not north, I need to stay out of the way. Because I believe they can spawn actually in 3 locations. There's Yerevan around here. They can come down a lot further south. I think they can actually spawn close by to Baghdad. Or they can be... up here, right up here, ready to sweep across Russia. I think there's actually, even though the game says north or south, that doesn't mean actually 2. I think there are actually 3 possible spawn locations. And I think I've drawn the middle one right here. So everything should hopefully be alright. That's actually probably pretty optimal. If they were over here, they'd get to us really quickly. If they were up north, they'd sweep up our Russian holdings really quickly. This is probably the best draw of their position that I could get. So I'm pretty happy with this. Yes, the council also wanted Toulouse besieged in return for some money. I will never say no to 1,000 florins. You guys... Oh, that was probably a mistake. Now if I need to get troops over from Corsica back to Genoa in a hurry, I can't do it anymore. I really hope you're not betraying me, council. Please don't betray me. It's fine. Everything's okay. Yeah, English looking good. Portuguese not looking threatening at this point. Looking pretty bloody weak and damaged. Spanish... God only knows what the Spanish are doing. Actually, let's just check in. Let's do the Valencia check. Valencia is no longer rebel. Except the French have it. Okay, the French are getting really scary right now. Let's just go over to the charts here. Let's just put France up there. France's military ranking is dropping, but production ranking is good. Territorial ranking, they've got 11 territories. Is that 11? That might be... It might be 10. No, I think that's 10, actually. So, they have got to be... If we now... Hang on, if we just put on everyone... They've got to be, like, the second biggest... Yeah, you know what? They've overtaken Poland as the second biggest and most dangerous faction in the world. In terms of territory. In terms of finances, everyone's finances basically just collapses and when there's been some form of terrifying global crash. Population ranking, we are winning by quite some margin, but France is second. Overall ranking, France is now second. Venice, oh, Poland's really dropped away. Venice is now third, in fact. Blimey. And yeah, in terms of military ranking, we're actually doing well. In fact, because we've kept building up, but actually, weirdly, yeah, everyone else was doing nicely, but then I think it kind of dropped a few turns ago because a lot of wars broke out between the factions that previously had been peaceful for most of the game. So, oh, and there's the military ranking of the Mongols. They had nothing for a long time, now they've got something, yeah. You know what? They've got some stuff, yes. Still, I can't afford to turn down 1,000 florins right now. We're a little bit shy in cash. But we do have the money to keep producing for the time being. Next turn, however, we should be able to do the three-pronged assault. Though, if the Polish realise it's coming, they might move some troops back. But I'm not sure they can even... I'm not sure they can get back to Breslau in time. I think, basically, next turn, we're going to sweep in. And we should be able to take out 3 settlements. We should be able to take out Ryazan and also Breslau and Prague. Yeah, that should work for us. Anything else we need to do this turn? I'm just going to have a quick look-see round here. No, but Stockholm is almost ready for a merchant's wharf, and that's going to be beautiful. And we can start retraining at Acre. Marvellous. So, remind me, there's no tanner here at all, so this is just repairing the troops. But that's fine, a load of troops did need repairing here, so let's just get on that. Don't forget poor old Steve Stanger, he needs to keep moving too, so as he can't make it to Acre this turn, let's just get him in Gaza, because while he's inside Gaza, the growth rate jumps from 0.5 to 5.5, so that'll make a huge difference. That'll jump up to like over 8,000 in a single turn. Steve Stanger and all his chivalry is going to really change things. I should have been using him more proactively before, but yeah, using him like this now, this is the way to do it. Alright, back to the AI turns. France, what's your next move here? Because you've kind of thrown everything you had at England, and it didn't actually work out that well for you. I can see you've also got some rebels floating around. Fine, dealing with them. French merchant I saw heading south towards northern Italy. I might just pick him off. Heading over there to just kind of take on the odd English force. That guy backs off. Turns out, yeah, there was enough strength floating around here. Oh, okay. Not heading towards Metz. It's fine. But France is worrying me. They're too strong. They keep mopping up territories. And actually, I'm surprised England's done as well as they have against them. But I need to keep an eye on them. I really need to knock out Milan so I can become friends with England again just to assist them. Because me and England together, fine. That's fine. The Eastern armies versus France with England's support, we can stand up to them. But if England had to take on France alone, I'm really worried that sooner or later France will just be able to overwhelm them. And there's more flipping. There's French merchants everywhere. I need to start picking these guys off. That's worth a lot of good money. Actually, the French have kind of left their fortress pretty unguarded. If England wanted to start marching south, they might be able to actually, yeah, put that under some serious threats. Now, the Imperial-Hungarian War that's basically just involved those guys smashing their faces against each other for a decade or two without actually anyone making much in the way of progress. Yeah, this works for me. But the force that was around Stockholm is now moving over to relieve the battered forces here. And honestly, I'm not sure if Hungary has anything else to actually bring to bear. At this point, if they decide to counterattack, they might actually be able to reclaim Vienna just because they started off with more strength. But it works for me because a lot of their armies have been really badly battered by all of this. And whoever was attempting to take Bern has indeed failed. A Spanish merchant rolls in. Good, we might just take him out, then follow him up by taking out the French next turn. Beautiful. That's just some lovely free money, damn it. This is why you want good quality merchants, because they can spend their lives just picking off other merchants, and that's free money. Now the Venetians are... Okay, guys, would you please... I mean, now I understand why they're actually constantly moving troops out of Venice. It's because, yeah, they've got an ongoing war, presumably, with the Byzantines. It's actually not going so well. They've actually lost one of their territories. Oh, gosh darn it. Milan saw it coming. Milan totally saw me coming. Darn it. Actually, unless he's not a night fighter. If he's not a night fighter, he can't get involved with this fight. Okay, please, 1, let my guy be a night fighter, and 2, that guy not be a night fighter. Please let that be true. Right, more Russians just bumming around dealing with rebels, but... Yep, managed to take care of him pretty nicely, lovely. Priest heading down south, and at this point, think everyone should be in position. This next turn, this is when it happens. This is where we strike a really major blow against the bloody forces of Poland. The Egyptians, meanwhile, yeah, not much they can do. England, yeah. You've got an opportunity here, England. If you wanted to try and seize some French land, this is the moment to do it, alright? Because, no, I think they want to maybe finish off Portugal instead. Bloody Portuguese. Portuguese running around, handing over messages. Messages that are probably just random gibberish, because God only knows what Portugal's thinking right now. Joining their forces together. Yeah, they've got a decent bit of strength there. The fleet's finally naffing off. They don't want to be involved with this anymore. So, Poland's having a chat. Ah, Poland. Now, have they figured out what I'm doing here? Because the AI in Medieval 2 is generally pretty good at spotting if you're about to attack, and actually they will try and reinforce. So, it's possible those armies that have been amassing near Thorn will finally give it up. Or maybe... Oh, you finally ready? Oh, my goodness, no. No, it's got way more dangerous than I thought. Right, this has suddenly got interesting. Okay. There's quite a lot of Polish people here, actually. That might be more Polish people than I was actually prepared for. Right. We've got the bridge battle to end all bridge battles here. And obviously I can't specify it needs to be a night attack. Okay. But not one of these armies actually has a general. Which is actually really interesting. Because, yeah, my guy has... Oh, yeah. My guy's got plenty of bonus morale. This is intriguing. He's an alcoholic, which is unfortunate, but luckily that does not hit morale at all. That's okay. Okay, and he's in good health. In good health, and I think he had marks of war. Fine. So, he's got plenty of hit points. He can afford to get involved in this battle. That's okay. And he's got good morale for chivalry. And all these guys have no morale bonuses. Right, so, main force that's coming. Also, there's one tiny force at the back that's going to be coming from behind me, but that's... It's literally just a ham. Okay, don't need to worry too much about those guys. That's fine. They're coming from behind me. Everyone else is coming from the front. You're the main force, and it is... Yeah, Polish nobles, dangerous. Dangerous guys and some woodsmen, but the actual infantry is basic crappy stuff. Nothing too major. Won't really be able to chop its way through my front line. It'll get chunked pretty easily. Backed up by 1,400 of... Balkan archers. Those guys are okay. Not spectacular. Missed attack 5, basically no defense. Not too much to worry about. Woodsmen are always tough. More Polish nobles. Okay. So, and then a third army coming in this way. Oh, they've got flipping catapults, but it's going to take them ages to get into battle because they're not the main force. And honestly, they're not so threatening. Right. Basically, we now need to hold the line against the entirety of Poland. I'm pretty sure the Popes basically just released them from not attacking me. And they really, really want to get through. But, even if I lose, my survivors will retreat into Thorn. And then, if they want to follow up, they will actually have to do it by taking a fortress. And that's going to be really difficult for them to do. Right. I guess we just have to hope we can make this work. But the main force, the first one that's coming in, is weak infantry, loads of Polish nobles. Bridge battles, that works for me. Let's see if we can make this work. And it's not a nice day for it. Lots and lots of bloody snow here. Right, so we can barely even see the other side of the bridge. Right, it's a nice, big, long bridge. Alright, nice, big, long bridge. All I need to do is basically have, on my front line... Yeah, if I just have, on my front line, these dismounted feudal knights... They'll do the job really, really nicely. Beautiful front line. These guys are tanky. They will stand and fight for days and days and days. They're beautiful. Right. Either side of them. I was about to say, yeah, the dismounted Hussars, but we know for a fact an absolute flipping ton of cavalry is coming. So I'm going to say instead is actually, not that, I'm going to instead say, let's have my spearmen at the front. My spearmen at the front right here, ready to intercept all the Polish nobles as they come in. Now that works for me, and you guys round the back here. Now, in terms of indirect fire, we've got ourselves a fair few archers. Actually, let's just get the rest of the infantry. I think you guys are, yeah. Then we've got, no, not you two. You two and you two. You two are at the back. You're my backups. Is that literally all the frontline troops I've got? Yeah, everything else is something else. Fine. So, now I just need to figure out what the right position for other stuff is. If I could, I'd like to have... Yeah, I'd like to have you be more like this. Just a nice kind of narrow line over here. Because I want to have a nice position for my crossbowmen. My crossbowmen right up here. Who basically, yeah, they need a... They need a kind of a... they could be... a little bit further back. Yeah, you guys can just be here and here. You guys can be here and here. That should give these guys... Yeah, a little bit further forward. A little bit further forward. Now I'm going to turn skirmish mode off and fire at will goes on. My archers can be a little bit further back because they can fire over the top a little bit more effectively because, yeah, they can just kind of fire over the top. That's fine. So those guys can be more like over here. They can have their fire at will on and their skirmish mode off as well. And then finally, aside from that, I believe everything else is cavalry. Now we've got some really, really damn good cavalry going on here. Keep my scouts and the general in the middle to provide morale bonuses. But, if need be, prepare for the possibility of charging in. So, we've got some good quality knights on one side. Just basically, I want to be able to charge in and hit with a great big charge bonus if there's any risk of them breaking through. And I really hope this weather clears, by the way. Otherwise, this might be very difficult to do because I can't see what's bloody going on. Right. That's going to have to do. Right, start the battle. Now, I know the enemy have brought up more men. They've brought a lot of them, in fact. Right, so, what I want is... You right there. You just a little bit further forward than we were allowed a second ago. And, yeah, you just head over there, forward. A skiltrum is not necessary on this occasion. Actually, a skiltrum will be good for you. Because a skiltrum right at this point will mean you guys actually, like, form up into a bit of a tighter group. So we're going to have you as a skiltrum right here. You, guard position. You, guard position. You guys, guard position right here. Now, they're going to struggle to get past you guys. These guys have started firing immediately, and as I suspected, the horses are indeed leading the charge. Horses are leading the charge, and they are going to run straight into a bunch of spearmen and prepared knights and all sorts of stuff. So, basically, as soon as they get in here, I basically want to move these guys a bit further forward. I want to move these guys just a bit further forward, so just get you... Just move a little bit further forward, please, yes. Stop right there. Stop right there. And now, these guys will take damage over time, but...
Our men are winning the battle.
Our men are indeed winning the battle, but there's a lot of... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is good. There's a lot of fire coming in here. Lots and lots of fire. Now, you guys, where are you? What are your targets right now? Because I want you to be firing at these guys, and we need to... Okay, what's actually happening here? These guys they're taking a lot of fire too, unfortunately. It's just a hell of a lot of Polish nobles. Basically, it's just a really big number of Polish nobles. I'm just going to send these guys in a bit further. You guys, I just need you to get involved. Let's get guard mode off so you can kind of loop around the outside. More spearmen in here. Like right now, this is just a great big cluster of horses. And at some point, sooner or later, one of them's going to break. One of them at the front is going to break. And as soon as one of them at the front breaks, possibly the town militia, then it should trigger a chain reaction. When that happens, my scouts can head in. These guys are sitting over here. These guys are doing well for the time being. Whoever these guys are, yeah, these guys are taking some real damage right now, unsurprising. But they're also taking out a lot of horses. There's a lot of Polish people dying. How's this going right now? 8% of the enemy killed to 17% of me. Well, that's because they've brought a lot more people to the battle than me. That's fine. In comes an awful lot more fire. Let's just get a charge in. I'm going to send in some heavy cavalry at the side just to see if we can trigger a rout. If we can trigger a mass rout. Oh! Some of the horses have got in the side, damn it. Let's just send these guys in over here. If I can just trigger a rout for some of the... Yeah, but everyone else is getting in the... I think possibly that just fell because you guys, your target died. I need to get you over there. That's broken. That's broken. Get in there, spear militia. Just somebody get in the side here. Get in the side. Yep, they're starting to break. Good. 2 things broken. 3 things broken. 4 things broken. And I think we're okay. Good, good, good. Guys, get in. Get in my cavalry. Get in my cavalry. You guys, I want you at this point too. Oh, my mercenary crossbowman broke. Blimey. That was a bit weird, but okay. A lot of stuff is breaking right now. I basically just want everyone in. Everyone in. Everyone flipping in. At this point, we should basically be looking at a mass rout situation. And the archers can just basically walk away. Walk away, fire at will is off, and fire at will needs to be off for everyone else too. Good, enemy general has died. That wasn't me because I'm still at the back. And now at this point, we should just be able to swing through and take out all of those guys. So some of them are running back, some of them are running forward. Oh, the reinforcements have got here. Oh, bloody hell. Right, do we still have a front line? We do have a front line. Mercenary spearmen, when I say front line, mercenary spearmen, 13, 18, 20. Polish nobles will do the bloody job. Right, you guys, you need to apparently keep firing, actually. So stop and resume firing as quickly as possible. So I can't see what's bloody going on because of all of the bloody snow. Right, so what's coming in over here? That's a very large amount of infantry, but none of it's that good if I recall correctly. More dangerously, there's something coming in from this direction. That's probably the infantry that's part of the same army. Okay, fine. So. Do not panic. The reason why we do not need to panic is because this here, coming over the bridge right now, is the last... I can't even find the bridge, right? Why did you have to do this when it was snowing? This is a rubbish day for a big fight. This is pretty much the end of the Polish nobles. If we take out these guys, all that's left, I think, pretty much, is the infantry. Aside, of course, from the fact there's bloody guys over here. Yeah, these guys have almost made it over. So these are missile cavalry. Okay. What I need to do at this point is, you go and take out these guys. You go and take out these guys. That's missile cavalry and missile cavalry. That's fine. There's also just some bloody mercenary crossbowmen. And then there's just some peasants. Take out those guys. We need to draw up a line, and we just need to hold. We just need to hold against, yeah, against what's here. You guys, back off. I need the Viking raiders. Need to get in there. Okay, at this point, this is the time to commit the reinforcements. You guys, get forward as well. These guys will almost certainly break. They're technically eager. They're all eager at the minute, so... Screw it, let's go. But the reinforcements are now heading in. You guys, stop. I need you guys to stop, and I need you guys to fire over here. So I've now got fresh infantry ready to come in here. The problem is I might have enough infantry left over after we're done to actually bloody win. You guys just need to... Yeah, flaming arrows, please. Flaming arrows. Polish nobles, more flipping Polish nobles. You guys, draw yourselves up, ready for a second charge into the side of these guys. You guys need to get over here and just just chase off those guys as far as you can, okay? Just get after those guys. If you can pin them at any point, that'd be good. We're down to 35% of the enemy killed to 37% of me, which works for me because that's an absolute number. It's very much in my favour. Polish nobles are still doing really, really good work, but... Uh-oh.
Our men have slain the enemy.
No, that's another enemy general. Okay, good, good. That's another enemy general. That means hopefully get in there. Okay, good. That's the Polish nobles breaking. The Polish nobles are breaking. Send in the cavalry. Send in the nice little knights that we've got there. At this point, I cannot bloody see what's happening. Polish nobles over there. Fire on them. Fire on them. They're on the bridge right now. Just focus your fire on them. I can't see what's going on over bloody here. Have you guys managed to track anything down yet? You've managed to pin these Polish nobles in place. Finish them off if you could be so kind. The visibility is appalling. I cannot see a bloody thing that's happening like any further away than right next to me. Okay. The archers are here. I'm going to guess you're shaken. You guys. Okay, get back. Get back. Actually, you know what? You guys... You can stay on the bridge happily. You guys, however, you guys need to be not over there. Back off, please. Back off. Over to here, and then over to here. The knights are backing off. They need to... Where are you going? Did I give you those orders? Are you currently doing what I said you should be doing? I'm not sure you are. Right, there's possibly... Another enemy general's just died. That's 3 out of 4. We've nearly collected all of them. Okay, at this point, it is... Yeah, this is what I was expecting. It's now nothing but infantry. Now, there's some bad stuff here, like dismounted Polish nobles, sure, but for the most part... Oh, they've got catapults now! Their catapults have made it to the bridge. That's a concern, and something's firing. Now, the question is... Oh, yeah, in comes the fire. That's gonna hurt, but it's fine, because it looks like it's firing on these guys. Right. Focus on the Polish nobles, the missile cavalry at this point. You guys probably... You probably should back off, to be perfectly honest. You probably need to back off too. At this point, I'd say... Send forward whatever's left that's still got any strength. You, get in there. Get at the front line. We got 3 out of 4 dead. Okay, pause for a second. Because I need to literally go and check each bit of the battlefield individually because I can't see what's bloody happening. Right, those guys have been chased off. I think we are on our way to a damn good victory. This better be a heroic victory. I want a heroic victory, assuming we win. We haven't actually won yet, so I might be getting a little ahead of myself there. If nothing else, the bloody weather conditions. Right, so what have we got? These guys over here, these are the fleeing guys from the very first army. They're pretty much as good as gone at this point. Now I need to get... There's you guys just here. Screw it. Let's just chase you in there. I have now got decent quality guys firing over here and over here. We've got flaming arrows coming in over here nicely. Archers, change your targets to where the majority of the strength is, please. My heavy infantry is now right at the front. Should be able to just chunk its way through. If I could get some cavalry at the back, that'd be great. Yeah, they are now just pressing in, and they're going to push me back just because they've got the numerical advantage. They don't actually want to fight these guys. They're just trying to push through. Steady, steady. I just need to find one weak point. Steady, shaken.
The battle seems to be swinging in our
I think the battle is swinging in our favour. You're right, Mr. Narrator Man. Right, let's just prepare for... If they're going to push us back over here, then I think... Screw it. Let's get some cavalry in there. Get some cavalry in there. Those guys have now been chased off. Let's get some more cavalry in there. At this point, I think... Spear militia... Town militia, and let's just see what we can do. Yep, there's one. Oh, dismounted funeral lights now fighting to the death. We might be looking... Oh, dear. Okay, this is going to go for the archers. Send the heavy knights in right now. We've got one unit that is broken, and it's the bloody dismounted funeral knights. They are... Oh, no, it's happened. We've got it. We've got the mass rout. One thing routed, and it's triggered all of them, because these are all units with poor morale. Oh, we've done it. We've actually flipping done it. Where are you going? Get over there! Chase them down. Right, scouts. Scouts. This is you again. This is all you, damn it. Where's the other scout? I think the other scouts might be gone. The other scouts might be gone at this point. Right, guys. Anyone who's not doing anything, over the bridge. Get over there. Lovely. These troops, our troops, held their ground, damn it. They held their ground. You actually need to take out these guys. We've got lots of fire coming in here. Now it's up to 68% of the enemy dead. We're about half dead, but quite frankly, I'm amazed it's not more. I think we've done good work there. Right, archers, you're probably good to start just flipping. You know what? Murder these guys. Stab them. Stab the woodsman. Lovely, well done. Right, and the general stayed at the back, so he's going to stay honourable and chivalrous, lovely. My horses are now charging through, and we are going to see... Oh my goodness, we've got over 1,600 people prisoner right now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And the catapults have abandoned the catapults. So, you're not really catapults anymore, are you? Right, the other catapults coming in. We've got more catapults coming in yet, damn it. Right, you guys, get over here. Take out these here... town militia or whatever. Dismounted Polish nobles are in there somewhere. Make sure we capture them. Lovely. So, get around the back of you if you'd be so kind. These guys are... They're only shaken. Quite frankly, I'm impressed it's not worse than shaken under the circumstances. Given that they are seeing literally the entire army fleeing right now. Right, you guys, over here. Anyone who's not doing anything, start just chasing something down, please. Lovely, they're backing off. Very, very good indeed. Someone else just fled. That's fine. You know what? I'll forgive you. Under the circumstances today, you are forgiven for fleeing. It was a bit of a mad, cold, low visibility mess, but you did your jobs, damn it. You did your jobs. Well done. And we're going to get up to 2,000 captured very, very soon indeed. Apparently, we've not actually won the battle yet. There must be something that's not... broken. I'm just not sure exactly what it is. It's probably these guys. Possibly as soon as these guys break, I will have technically won the battle. I'm very relieved, by the way. So, 3 captains dead. One of the captains actually managed to get away. You are... Nope. You've broken. So, in which case... Where is... Whoever's left? Someone's not broken. Possibly there's like someone over... No, you've broken. There might be something like way over here. Yeah, these two. Possibly as soon as this guy leaves the battlefield, I think That might be a lot. A couple of archers just left, and as soon as the last guy goes from this unit... Nope, they're running apparently, but with this visibility, I have no idea who it actually is left. But I'm pretty sure we've... Oh no, there's one more over there. One more over there, in fact, fine. Scouts after this here, artillery, but to be honest, now I think with him gone, we should be fine, right? Yep, this should be the last of the non-broken units. Oh, yes. You know what? I'm pretty happy with this battle being over. Heroic victory.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Mightiest of generals. Oh, Magnus, well bloody done. So, men deployed, 2,167. We lost 1,000 men. We've still got over 1,000 remaining. Meanwhile, the main force that attacked us lost 80% of its strength. Yeah, 300 men remaining. Then you lost 1,400 remaining. You lost 1,100 remaining. And you lost the crappy little captain also. Ooh! Captain Bogus Slaw. It's like Captain Boleslaw, except like, you know, fake. So he's Captain Bogus Slaw. Marvellous. Yeah, I am really happy with that. Let's see. I'm guessing a few units gained some flipping experience from this, damn it. And Dismounted Tuskers, 3 experience. Dismounted Tuskers, 3 experience. Beautiful. Yeah, the Dismounted Tuskers really... Oh, yeah. Scouts, 3. Oh, this is... Everyone's got so much experience from this. Oh, this was beautiful. That's just gorgeous. Oh my, look at all these troops I've captured. Look at all of these troops that I've captured that I could totally release or ransom. I want to offer them the ransom because I'm pretty sure they can't afford it. Because if I execute them, I'll pick up negative traits and this guy's a morale guy. So I'm going to ransom the troops because I'm going to assume they can't afford it. If they can afford it, I'm going to be really annoyed. Yes, good. That means I get to put them to death anyway, but I don't get... negative penalties from it, and I get to stay chivalrous because I offered them the chance, it's just they couldn't afford to pay it. And down they all... Oh dear, I think you've made a bit of a mistake with your turn this turn, Poland. And oh gosh darn it, one of them made it back to Breslau as well, some of the survivors. Okay, good. That's the entire Polish army dead then. Meanwhile, back over to Hungary, and some Hungarians are desperately trying to regroup. But yeah, I think they need to really focus on regrouping. Do not... Yeah, good. Clever. Clever call. Right, fall back to Vienna, regroup, pick up some more troops, then see what we can do. Now, how is the Pope in Red? In fact, Milan attacked him recently. Apparently not at all. Fine. A few more Inquisitors floating around. Mongols, still no sign of them, but we must be getting close to them at this point. Rebels, just a couple of heretics floating around. And a suitable husband. Ah, we have got a new princess in the family. And we have got ourselves... You know, there's not going to be many ways to actually improve her at this point. Skilled bureaucrat, fair fighter, speaks of loyalty. That's good enough, I'd say. Let's get him in the family as soon as possible. And he is apparently over at Thorn. I'm guessing. Yes, indeed, he is at Thorn. Spot on. Stockholm, Explorers Guild. No, I don't like the Explorers Guild. It doesn't really seem to do much, to be honest. So I'm happy with that not being so. And with that, Cardinal report. Ooh, blimey. Lots of stuff's just happened. Oh, good. We've got ourselves... Papal States and Sicily have lost Cardinal. Venice and Denmark have gained one. Okay. At this point, yeah, the Cardinals College is looking really interesting. Which is Venice, the Papal States, and Denmark all have the candidates for the next Pope. But Venice and Denmark generally have all the votes too. So at this point, I'd say probably I've probably got enough votes to secure myself. But, ooh, depends who the Imperials... If the Imperials and Sicilians both backed... Venice, then I think that's tie. And if it's a tie, then I think it goes to whoever's just holiest, which I think is, like, based on traits. And I think because he's the number 1, even though we're all 10, that would mean Venice would get it. So, we'll have to see about that. We'll have to see about that indeed. Hostilities have ceased. Ooh, England and Portugal. Oh, that's not going to last. Portugal are mad bastards. They'll do something at some point. Right. Good old Magnus. You've got marriage. Remember, you're at Thorn. That's useful. Catapult. Construction. Lovely. Oh, yeah. I just saw that up there. You up there, Stockholm. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, so much we can do here. If nothing else, like, look at this. Mining 600 up to mining 1,500. Oh, yeah. But let's actually get ourselves... Yeah, let's get the Merchant's Wharf down. Stockholm is worth a lot of money. Now we've finally got it up to a city. That is worth tons of money. But for the moment, stay focused. Yes. Let's get over here. And do we have our first sight of the... No. Still no sign of them. There's a... Oh, but I think we might have just seen the first consequences. There's a Turkish army here with 9 units in it, but its banner's almost empty. It's been badly bloodied, and I think we know what caused it. Let's just check nothing's actually under siege right now. Make sure they didn't kind of swing south early. No. For the moment at least, everything is fine. Meanwhile at Acre, yeah, troops are starting to come into production again. We can actually start retraining our men. It's going to cost a bit of money, but obviously we do need to do it. Not least as... Actually, no, we can't retrain them in terms of equipment, because, yeah, we can't do that here. But it'll do for the time being. Let's just get the weakest guys retrained as soon as possible. Lovely. Those Huskars, however, we can do some merging to save ourselves some time down the line. You to you. Beautiful. Then we can just do that in one go. A couple more troops over here encouraged to keep that under control. We've got a couple of not particularly great guys minding these cities, but... That's what we need to do. I mean, we just can't afford to upgrade Alexandria. 9,600 to get that up to a level 5 city. It's just too expensive right now. We cannot afford that. So they're just going to have to accept what they've got, unfortunately. But, yep. This is it. This is the big moment right here. If I'm right, Ryazan in range. Okay, beautiful. Though, let's just double check everything still as it should be. And Prague, that's in range. Yep, fine. And Breslau in range. It's got some extra troops that picked up, but they're not going to be able to do anything. I think we're in good shape to begin this 3-way assault. Because the Pope is not going to be able to do anything to stop us, not until this turn's done. And every single one of these armies has the ability to crack into the city this turn. So, in we go. Prague, get in there. Out of the forest, over to Prague. We should have plenty of strength to handle this. Yep, in we go. Prague gets put under siege. Maintain the siege for now. And what we've got in Prague is... Ooh! You've got a very nice hat. I like your hat indeed. Yeah, we've just basically got to fight our way past the general, Polish nobles, and some spear militia. No problem at all. And if I do think it's a problem, I can just potentially... No, I can't actually hire anyone new, but that's fine. Like, dismantled Huskars and 3 sets of Norse swordsmen, that's absolutely fine. You, get over here. Breslau is now under siege. Maintain the siege again. We could assault them anytime we were ready to. What have we got? Actually, we just need to, hang on, go into here, assault, so we can actually see what we're taking on here, and it is another family member, so we've got one family member to take out, and other than that, yeah, some survivors from the last battle. Ooh, 3 sets of Polish nobles. That could actually be a little bit more on the tricky side, to be honest, but fortunately, this is actually a general here, so what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to buy myself a couple of spear... Yeah, there we are, some more spearmen. People in the comments have been saying, stop buying spearmen, they're really expensive. Yes, I know they're really expensive, but basically, Denmark, one of the fun things about them is they've got literally no long-range fire, and they've got basically no good quality spearmen, so you really do have to rely on mercenaries a little bit to fill the gaps in your army. They've got really good heavy infantry and decent enough cavalry, but for very long-range combat and for spearmen, you do have to rely on mercenaries. That's just kind of part of the faction. So Prague and Breslau, now under siege. And now finally, the last one. This should work as well. Yes, good. Ryazan also under attack. Now this should be an easy one. This is Bolesław the Merciless coming into Ryazan, and we should at this point be able to basically come over here and just take out all of these. Now the Pope cannot, well, hopefully, if I've understood this correctly, I might be misremembering, I really hope I'm not, but if I remember this correctly, the Pope basically cannot issue a new mission until the beginning of next turn. So as a result... Now, we can basically just come in here, and all 3 of these can fall to me right now. So we need to clear out them. Basically, we'll probably ransack them, and use the ransacked money to start desperately producing some more stuff, defences, men, down here, around Acre, Gaza, and preparing a new army to take Damascus, and start shoring up our defences. Because, yes, very soon indeed, I think, just round the corner here, this is presumably where the flipping Mongols are, damn it. And that is to come next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh no! Oh dear! America's decided they do not like us! Just want to finish off China. I can die happily. Well, not happily because there's nuclear fire involved, but moderately happily. There we go! I've just started... Oh god. The Earth was fun, wasn't it? We can all agree the Earth was great.